I started working with Tristan and Carla, one of the big areas of concern was school. Tristan is a super smart and creative kid, but he does not learn in the typical sense. So finding ways for him to still show how smart he is, that wasn't a answer these 5 questions and get them right. He's a hands-on learner. He wants to just dive in and do it, and being able to help the school support him in that aspect. So when I first met Tristan, he was somewhat resistant to the idea of me and the idea of support, because he had it covered. He didn't need additional help or additional support. We looked at things like community programming, cooking classes, summer camps, an instrument. We got him interested in football, which he did, and that was about it. So when this poetry thing became something that he was really invested and interested in, it almost caught me off guard because he was so adamant that he didn't want to participate in any additional extra things. But poetry class with that specific poetry teacher really connected with him, and he didn't want to stop. We accessed it through the school, and then we were able to get additional funding through the county to be able to support continued poetry growth over the summer, and he was invested. He wanted it. He eventually had actually written a poetry book, and he was going into the community to do a poetry reading, and his face just lit up as he told me about prepping to go and read his poetry in front of people. He already had his outfit picked out, he had his book, he had what poem he was gonna read, and he was ready to go. When I think of Tristan now, he exudes confidence. He holds his head high, he can tell people what he wants more independently. The last IEP meeting I went with, I didn't even need to be there. He was on it with his mom. They're supporting him. So his ability to tell you what he wants, and he can tolerate hearing a different response. He might be mad about it, but he can tolerate it, and he can take some time and then try and renegotiate and find a middle ground. It was really hard to close and to say goodbye, but I have no doubt that he's going to continue to be a successful young adult and young man, and he's got a lot of skills that he's developed. So it makes me smile knowing that I got to walk beside them.